for me, he cannot get out of this contract because a lot of consequences that are going to face if he don't fight this, he fulfill this commitment. He's a self-proclaimed GOAT.
Right.
Self-proclaimed GOAT because he can't claim, he can't even claim in which part that he can claim that he's the only. He cannot claim that he's the only undefeated fighter who retired. There's a lot of fighters, at least more than 15 fighters who retired undefeated. Unfinished business, the first one. Like there's a doubt, like I'm supposedly win the fight, and there's a lot of distraction on the first fight. I got injured my shoulder, my rotator cuff, so that's why I got operated right after the fight. So we need rematch. So people deserve this.
He didn't know what he was signing. He definitely knew what he was signing. He definitely knew what he was getting himself into. But what can I say? I mean, at some point things just get real, and it got real. So that's where we're at.
During a live broadcast, Manny Pacquiao openly challenged Floyd Mayweather following controversy surrounding their planned rematch. He stated that supporters are owed a proper bout and pointed out the uncertainty created after the event was reclassified as an exhibition. Pacquiao also called on Mayweather to avoid strategic maneuvers and honor the original terms that were set in their agreement.
Because the last time that we had, I'm not 100% conditioned because ready for the fight because I have injury shoulder injury. So that's why right after the fight I go straight to the hospital and get operated.
Do you feel like he's ducking you? Like he may not be in as good a shape as you are right now?
Talking about ducking since before the first fight.
Jazz Mather stated firmly that any notion of an exhibition has been ruled out entirely, emphasizing that the deal was set for a sanctioned professional bout. He further implied that Floyd Mayweather might be steering clear of Manny Pacquiao due to concerns about his current fitness level, suggesting that a loss could put his perfect 50-0 record in jeopardy.
Our focus comes down to looking at this fight and trying to get this fight across the finish line. Is he scared? Why would he else make up trying to turn it into an exhibition? So exhibition is completely off the table. He needs to, if he wants to be, look, he claims he's TBE. All the guys around him that are on his payroll claim he's TBE. Everyone claims he's TBE, right? But when you really look at it, the fans know Manny Pacquiao is an 8th division world champion. Floyd Mayweather is not, right? Manny Pacquiao has certain accolades and achievements that other Floyd Mayweather doesn't. Now, Floyd Mayweather has an undefeated record. So does Rocky Marciano. Great. He's not unique in any form or...
Robert Garcia commented that Floyd Mayweather appears to be engaging in mental strategy to hype up the matchup and get under Manny Pacquiao's skin. He noted that the ongoing debate about contract terms and exhibition claims seems to be part of a wider psychological approach. According to him, Mayweather is leveraging media attention and creating uncertainty to disrupt Pacquiao's focus, while negotiations over a potential rematch continue to develop.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I think it's Mayweather playing games and fooling the fans, the people interested in this fight, and everybody, just playing games to make it even a bigger fight, to make it a little more interesting, to make Pacquiao mad and frustrated, and because it's a fight that definitely Pacquiao wants, Mayweather wants. I think it's just Mayweather doing what he normally does, and controversy and making it harder for everybody. But I guarantee you that this man is training. This guy is always healthy, always staying in shape. So come the day of the fight, he'll be ready.
Manny Pacquiao expressed that he was caught off guard and annoyed after Floyd Mayweather stated publicly that their rematch would be treated as an exhibition. He pointed out that this came as a surprise because both sides had already agreed to and signed a contract for a fully sanctioned professional bout.
It was announced by Netflix, right, in February as a professional boxing match at the Sphere in Las Vegas. And then a few weeks ago, Floyd said it was an exhibition and that the Sphere was not guaranteed as the location. Let me ask you, Manny, When you first heard that Floyd said, no, it's not a professional fight, it's an exhibition, what were you thinking?
I called just right away. What happened? What happened? Like what? That's not what we signed. Like we signed a real fight. So and he got his advance. Why he's announcing like this propaganda exhibition, that blah blah blah, everything like that. So just told me this. I don't have an idea. So let's.
Why do you think that he wants it to be an exhibition, even though he signed the contract? Floyd's signature is on this contract.
Pacquiao stated that Mayweather is labeling the rematch as an exhibition due to concerns about the possibility of defeat and the impact it could have on his flawless 50-0 record. He explained that this undefeated streak represents a key part of Mayweather's legacy and also serves as a major tool in his commercial and promotional value. According to Pacquiao, if that record were to be broken, it would significantly weaken one of Mayweather's strongest assets in the sport.
Professional
So
fight.
why do you think that Floyd is now saying, after he signed a contract for a professional fight, no, it's an exhibition? Why do you think? Do you have an opinion, a theory?
I think he's scared of losing. I mean, he's scared of losing because that's his, his leverage for, to go around and have exhibition because of his undefeated record. But if that record will ruin, then what else that he can leverage for to go around and have an exhibition match?
I mean, he could leverage what you do. You've lost fights because you fought everyone, right?
Yeah.
So you're still one of the greatest fighters who ever lived, and you can leverage the fact that you're Manny Pacquiao. But you think it means that much to him to be undefeated, that even though there's so much money on the line and he's already signed it, he now wants it to be an exhibition?
Then, that's I always say that it doesn't matter if you're an undefeated fighter, and you are.
Yeah.
What I can say is like he's a self-proclaimed GOAT.
Right.
Self-proclaimed GOAT because
When questioned about an upfront payment to Mayweather, Mayweather chose not to reveal specific numbers, but acknowledged that the advance was in the 8-figure range. He also refrained from discussing Mayweather's private financial matters, stating that his attention is centered solely on the terms of the agreement and the professional side of the arrangement.
Guys, I'm gonna start with you, man, because there are a lot of people, I guess, worried because of a lot of the hype, a lot of the news coming out surrounding this fight that it may not happen. What would you say to those people?
So as of now, the fight isn't canceled. It's contracted. As I've stated in multiple interviews over the past week, there's been many contracts that have been signed, and not just one. Advances have been given, loans have been taken out against the purse, right? Because this is a Netflix paper, so they're treating it as like a movie, a film contract, rather than a typical fight contract, right? So typical fight contract, you can't get your advance. You're gonna get a 10% or a 20% depending on the promoter and who you're working with, and then you get paid on fight night. In this case, it's a bit different because Netflix paper is a AAA paper and you can get cash against it. So you want whatever you want to call it, a loan, a cash advance, whatever you want to call it, he's taken money out against it, and it's with lawyers at the moment. He has a legal team that has got involved out of Los Angeles. They've reviewed everything. There's no real way out.
Analysts have pointed out that the ongoing dispute over whether the match is a sanctioned professional fight or an exhibition is unexpected, as this kind of classification is typically settled at the beginning. They suggest that the lack of clarity is fueling avoidable tension and could also be serving as a promotional strategy used by both camps to generate more attention for the event.
Understand how it could be controversy over whether it's going to be an exhibition or a real fight. Like, that's something that should be discussed from day one. I don't get that part. Like, so maybe he's trying to piss Manny off a little bit, make him, fight out of his character. But Floyd's a winner, so he wants to win. So it might be skullduggery. Who knows?
Guys in the chat are asking where Paulie's at. Paulie's actually traveling today. He'll be back tomorrow. But he thinks that actually Pacquiao knows about this as well, and this is a work from both sides. And we're trying to get us to talk about it, trying to get the news media minute to be talking about this weekly, which we are. We have to. This is everything that these guys do when you've got living legends who are looking to fight again. It's gonna make headlines, and these consistent deadlines that they keep pushing and make this a little bit interesting, but it possibly could be just to work. Both of these guys are good marketers. Mayweather is a marketing genius.
Jazz Mather has verified that even with the ongoing disputes and public back and forth sparked by Floyd Mayweather's remarks, the matchup is still formally scheduled to take place. He stressed that the deal was signed as a legitimate professional contest rather than an exhibition, with all involved sides agreeing to binding terms for a sanctioned fight. Mather further added that Mayweather's effort to describe the event as an exhibition runs against what was originally agreed upon, and he suggested that such a shift in description could potentially violate the contract.
So, number one, as we stand, this fight is not canceled. I know that there were some things spreading around, some boxing news outlets and stuff yesterday. It is not canceled in any way. Floyd Mayweather is in a breach. He is officially in a breach. He's been in a breach since the day he went out and said what he said on Saturday, but he's officially in a breach as of yesterday. He has a cure period. There are certain things that he needs to do, and he has multiple breaches, not just one. So this was never an exhibition. It was never going to be an exhibition. It was never signed as an exhibition. Manny Pacquiao has no interest in doing an exhibition with Floyd. And just for the record, what the public doesn't know, Floyd Mayweather signed not one, not two, but 3 different agreements on 3 different dates with 2 different parties that ultimately got intertwined in the month of January. And this is all related to his return to professional boxing.
Jazz Mather explained that Floyd Mayweather had entered into 3 distinct contracts, signed on different occasions and with separate parties, all explicitly connected to a professional fight arrangement. Based on this, Mather argued that there is no room for confusion about the agreed terms, as each contract was formally executed, backed by payments, and documented through official legal records.
On October 24th, the second one was on November 6th, third one was on December 14th. He received money for all 3 agreements when he signed them, okay? Not only that, he's taken an advance on his purse on this Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, okay, on his fight against Pacquiao. So there's another lender also that's now involved in this, okay? So him saying that it's not at the Sphere, him saying that there's no real fight, it's complete bullshit.
However, when discussing expectations for the matchup, sports analyst Max Kellerman has predicted a straightforward victory for Pacquiao. He described Manny Pacquiao as the second greatest pound-for-pound fighter ever, placing him just behind Sugar Ray Robinson, who is widely considered the greatest boxer in history.
Other than Sugar Ray Robinson, I think this is the greatest pound-for-pound fighter who ever lived. That's number 2 on the all-time list. The CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, Jazz Mather. Guys, thanks for joining.
Experts point out that Manny Pacquiao has remained more active inside the ring than Floyd Mayweather, particularly when looking at their most recent appearances. In his fight with Mario Barrios, Pacquiao displayed brief moments of his signature hand speed, quick combinations, and forward-moving pressure that recalled his peak years. His ability to step in rapidly and land punches in high volume indicated that his natural timing and athletic traits are still intact. At the same time, the bout also highlighted certain declines, as he struggled to sustain that intense tempo across every round. As the fight went on, signs of fatigue began to reduce his output, which is generally expected considering his age and extended time away from consistent competition. Even so, the performance strengthened the view that Pacquiao remains the more active and offensively engaged fighter compared to Mayweather, who has largely remained out of professional boxing since retirement.
Mario Barrios.
And you liked it. How'd you score that fight?
I had Pacquiao winning, but that's only because I had money on the fight. But I was in Vegas for that fight, and look, he fought a lot better than people thought he was going to fight. He hadn't fought in a long time. Speed was still there. Just the pace, he can't keep it up for the entirety of the fight like he used to. He just couldn't do it anymore.
Stop that, man.
Even with Manny Pacquiao's explosive hand speed, knockout power, and non-stop pressure, experienced trainer Robert Garcia still sees Floyd Mayweather's approach as the key deciding edge in a direct matchup. He explains that Mayweather's world-class defense, sharp counterpunching, and high-level fight intelligence are perfectly suited to slow down and disrupt Pacquiao's aggressive, high-volume style. Garcia notes that while Pacquiao's quick bursts and offensive rhythm would likely produce some strong moments, Mayweather's skill in reading timing, managing range, and minimizing damage would gradually shift control of the bout. He adds that Floyd's patience and strategic discipline allow him to make mid-fight adjustments and take advantage as opponents begin to fade. In the end, Garcia stresses the idea that styles determine outcomes in boxing. From his viewpoint, Mayweather's defensive brilliance and adaptability would consistently keep him a step ahead of Pacquiao's aggressive but harder to sustain offense.
Manny or Floyd if it's a real fight?
Well, a lot of people are actually picking Manny because Floyd has been, totally out of the gym. Maybe he has to pick Mayweather. Why? He's too skilled, man. Too skilled, too smart.
We see Pacquiao running the mountains every day with 50 people around him. He wants to be the first one, so he's killing himself. He's working his legs. He is a warrior, but at 48, his body can't take that much.
Age is just a number.
And I'll bet you Mayweather, people think, oh, Mayweather's out of shape. He's not training behind curtains. That doing workouts, that's just to be an opportunity to win by decision.
A large section of the boxing world has openly questioned the idea of a Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch, labeling it as more of a commercial attraction than a serious sporting event. Detractors argue that both fighters are well beyond their peak years, which shifts the focus away from elite competition and more toward nostalgia and financial gain. Some supporters and analysts feel the original fight already fell short of expectations, and they worry that a second meeting could produce a similar lackluster outcome. Others point out that the promotion depends heavily on reputation and legacy rather than current in-ring performance, noting that neither boxer has been consistently active at the highest level for quite some time. There is also growing unease that the event could be staged in an exhibition format, a possibility that has triggered criticism within boxing circles. In general, many fighters and commentators see the matchup as a revenue-focused event that could damage the sport's credibility if it does not deliver genuine excitement or competitive value.
Ask this question. Is this good for boxing? Is this kind of sad in a way?
It's turning into WWF versus being real boxing. Like, this is just, I don't want to call it ridiculous. I mean, you have the right to do something that you love. And if you can do it and make money off of it and turn it into a spectacle and give people an experience, I mean, there's something to it. If I could have saw Big George Foreman and Muhammad Ali, even at the states that they were in later in life, get back into the ring, like they would have had to help Muhammad get to the ring, that, Big George would have probably made it to the ring on his own, unassisted. And we got to see them get into the ring. And I'm not like, it sounds like a bit with it, which it is a little bit of a bit, but in actuality and reality, to see them in real life get back into the ring, even if it was just to like stand there and shake for the whole entire round and Big George move around, like there could be some value. There's value to it because of what the historical value connected to.
In a recent interview, Manny Pacquiao opened up about his involvement in a new business move with Team Boxing League, a deal reportedly worth in the 9-figure range that extends his career beyond traditional boxing. As part of the arrangement, Pacquiao is set to take on a dual role as both a team owner and an active competitor for the San Diego TJ's franchise, signaling a significant transition toward ownership and league participation. The Team Boxing League is built around a team-based format where fighters from different weight divisions earn points for their squads instead of competing solely for individual fight payouts. It follows a franchise system similar to major American sports leagues, incorporating shared revenue models, sponsorship opportunities, and equity stakes for participating fighters. League officials explained that this structure is designed to let athletes directly benefit from the long-term growth of both their individual teams and the league as a whole.
Entered with Team Boxing League. Can you tell us what that is? 9-figure deal, also makes Manny the owner an active fighter, the San Diego TJs franchise?
Yeah.
What is all this?
So we're taking, what we've basically done is we got involved in the sport. I mean, PBL is a team sport, right? So you're looking at men and women competing on the same team. Manny's going to have ownership in the San Diego TJs.
Nice.
It's a league of destiny. So we help inspire, empower fighters and stuff, and we get them involved in this. Competitive, 12 different weight classes. And with Manny having ownership in that, it's a big thing. I mean, we've already been in business 4 years. They're looking to expand. Manny's going to be the first of many more people to join in this. In TBL, the fighters actually have a piece on the upside on sponsorship participation, equity participation, revenue sharing from the actual fights, the gates, etc. So it's very, very, very different. You're not just limited to your purse. It's an NFL-like model. So it's the teams own the league in the end, right? So you have access to growth. As the league grows, the team grows. And there's some very, very, very big guys and big funds that are involved behind this.
So now the rematch with Floyd.
Teddy Atlas has suggested that a potential rematch between Mayweather and Pacquiao could be very evenly matched, to the point where a draw is a realistic outcome. He explains that each fighter brings different strengths at this stage of their careers. According to Atlas, Floyd Mayweather would likely hold an advantage on the mental side, highlighting his superior confidence, calm under pressure, and strong control of the psychological aspects of boxing. On the other hand, he points out that Manny Pacquiao may benefit from being more recently active, with his latest performances showing bursts of speed, sharp timing, and good rhythm. Atlas believes this contrast creates a situation where neither boxer clearly takes control. In his view, Mayweather's mental sharpness and Pacquiao's more recent in-ring sharpness could neutralize each other, potentially resulting in a closely contested fight that ends in a draw.
For him, X factors. Well, it's a rematch, right? Mayweather won the first. He's got to have maybe a little edge mentally, as far as confidence, belief. All right, at the end of the day, the pick. This is what you've been waiting for, right? You couldn't wait for this. All right, the pick. Styles make fights. That the style of Mayweather could still be a problem for Pacquiao. But again, Pacquiao has been the only one in there with a real fight recently. And I know the boxing business, you guys too, right? Could it be possible that these promoters, whatever, it is about money? Could they already be thinking about a trilogy? I don't know, call me crazy. I'm gonna call it a draw. All right, there it is. All right, that's. I hope you guys makes you think about it a little bit. Might make you laugh, might make you mad, or it might make you say, "Hey."
The question being raised is whether Pacquiao versus Mayweather is still a legitimate matchup or simply promotional hype. Share your opinions in the comment section below.